What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol AMAT for Applied Materials Inc. On the left-hand side, we are looking at the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First thing I need to make your attention to is the fact that these guys did give us an earnings announcement after the bell today, so let's flip on the extended hours session and see what is going on with the number. Zooming in here just to see what is the first reaction. Well, clearly a huge upper wick, so it was bullish out of the gates there, or rather after the number, and then it's since faded off, and we're just kind of trading flat towards the highs of today's session. A lot can happen between now and 9:30, but for the sake of today's video, we'll just assume that we're opening somewhere within the upper third of today's range. Turning this back off and then shifting the attention to the 30-minute time frame chart just to map out obvious zones of support and resistance. I really like this 125.25 simply because if we look left here even just a little bit further, you can see prior support, then turn to resistance, then support, and on today's session, certainly support. So very technical level there. It should be on all of your charts. After that, what else are we noticing about this price action? Well, not a whole lot in terms of what's happening there, but certainly these highs up in here strike me as important. And of course, there's a tiny little gap to fill actually all the way up towards that 132.60. And then after that, very emotional selling activity here. I wouldn't argue that this is so much in play for tomorrow, but maybe you have an upper level around 140.77. Shifting the focus to the 30-minute now, just to dissect that a little bit further. What is going on from this perspective? Well, obviously, again, if we're opening in this upper 30%, that would strike me as a relatively strong close of today's price action. If we do something like this with our Fibonacci's, zooming in a bit more here, going from low of the move up to the high of the move, where is our first 38.2? Right here, and clearly on that first pullback, the more meaningful pullback, we never even got into the 38.2. So any consolidation in this range would strike me as generally bullish, looking for the break up and over 130 the whole dollar to get into that next target, which if we just scrunch this back up a bit and clean up that Fibonacci, what you'll notice is that this is going to start to act as a pressure cooker top, right? All of these touches that we get, we're building pressure underneath. If it breaks, what's the next major target that I'm seeing from the 30-minute? Well, obviously the gap fill 132.61 as we've discussed, but after that, what is the number? I would argue it has to be here, right? Very technical level there, 135.30, simply because we had prior support, then turned to resistance right here. If it really gets going and, huge momentum move to the upside on earnings, after that, you could potentially look at up here around 138.66, but again, quite a ways away, and I do think it has some work to do before it really wants to go that far. If you enjoyed today's video or learned anything new, let me know down below in the comment section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description, and all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.